I really like the spirit that they brought to the work today coming off of an off day, and that's really kind of been a point of emphasis for us. We can't waste time. The days are precious. We can't waste time on the front end of off days. We can't waste time on the back end of off days. I like the attention and the urgency that they brought on Sunday, and it continued today, and so those are good signs.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Training Camp Wrap-Up Show presented by UPMC Health Plan. I'm Missi Matthews with Craig Wolfley. We just heard from head coach Mike Tomlin. A beautiful, swampy, hot 10:30 practice coming off the off day, as he said, and it's game week, Wolf.
Exactly so. Hang on, baby. It is game week. That's what everybody is talking about. You're talking about Friday coming along. You're thinking to yourself, great, this is awesome. I'm so happy because, man, all I want to do is play that first NFL game if you're a youngin'. And if you're an older guy, it's still great to go out there and be able to beat on something that is not a teammate. You know?
They did carry their pads today. A few injuries to mention from Coach Tomlin today. Tyler Murray is dealing with a groin. Alex Highsmith and Nate Meters have a hamstring. And DeMarvin Leal got hurt. He was unsure of what it was and how significant it will be, so we'll have to stay tuned for those. But regardless, it felt like the lines were getting shorter in terms of some of the younger guys and rookies getting a chance to take some reps as the veterans, the Isaac Seumaloos and Cam Haywards, had a chance to step back and let them prepare for game one.
No question about it. And I can't tell you how hungry those young guys got to be because I can go all the way back 44 years ago, which is a long time. when I was actually a rookie, looking at my first game, and I was so very excited because you had that opportunity to play in an NFL stadium, wearing an NFL jersey, in an NFL crowd. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. It's that moment where you think, wow, I'm here. I'm really able to have a shot at doing what I've wanted all my life. And the opportunity is right in front of them.
The short-term misery, as Coach Tomlin called it, for Russell Wilson shrunk a little bit today. We had a chance to see him in 7 shots. He started the first rep, got in there again as well. What did you see from him as he continues to take these baby steps, but at least the steps in the right direction?
Can I tell you something? You just see a veteran. You see a guy who's been there, done that, done it at the highest levels, a guy that's very comfortable in his own skin, a guy who doesn't need every single repetition to represent himself in such a classy way when he gets out there and does it. He is just a pro's pro. He's got the great football mind, and you watch him operate, he's just very comfortable in who he is and what he needs to get done, and he represents very well with the guys around him. Gets everybody on the same page. It looked to be very comfortable for him.
No
like he's been in there
there.
all the time, you know.
He's done it a few times.
Yes, he's more than a few times. I'll say that.
Now, on our pre-show, I asked Max, of course, about the offensive line, the rookies, the guys he wants to see come Friday when they finally get to go against the Houston Texans. What are you seeing from those young guys, and what do you want to see them do in terms of their performance on Friday?
Job one is no pre-snap penalties. Know where you're going, know where you're going to be. Do all those things that you need to have so that you get out there. Second thing is no mental errors as far as your assignments. You've got to know your assignments in and out, all the way through. Make sure that you're doing the mental gymnastics each and every night. You got to put yourself in the theater of your mind. You got to go through the plays. You got to run them against the defense and go over that continually. And then you got to prepare, and that means to be ready emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, all the elements that you need to be able to bring together, all those strengths to come together Friday night and put your best foot forward because you want to show them what you can do. You've come this far in camp. You've been banging it out and shown a little bit of what you got. Now, game speed and practice speed are two different animals. So you got game speed coming up. Let's see what you can do.
Broderick is not a rookie, but he is still, we'll consider him a young guy, right? Year
right,
2.
He's a young buck.
Playing on the right and the left. What have you seen from him so far this camp?
Well, what I see is he's got a better assimilation to when he flips over to one side or the other. It doesn't take 2 or 3 plays for him to get kind of aligned. What happens is, like, when you're on the left side, you know, you go out of a left-handed stance, and sometimes guys who are left-handed will go out of a right-handed stance on the right side. And it's just getting acclimated to that feeling that this feels a little bit uncomfortable, not quite everything that you want to, you know, that you've assimilated to already. The other thing is the games will attack you differently because when you're on the left side, you see it come out of one eye, and then you're on the right side, you see it come out of the other eye. So it's one of those things that you just got to get kind of rep it out and get situated in, but he looks comfortable on both sides. He's such a good athlete. It's I'm envious.
Surprise, surprise. You like the O-line. And speaking of offensive linemen, Rob King had a chance to catch up with the Steelers' first-round draft pick this year.
All right, Missi, thanks very much. Troy, first of all, Troy Fautanu, just so the fans get it correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Troy Fautanu. Yeah, you got it right. You got it right.
Good deal. So let me ask you, you went through the OTAs, you went through the rookie mini camps. How does the body feel now that you're up here in the Trove and going through camp?
No, I feel great, man. We had a pretty tough week last week. I would say putting my body through that was, pretty grueling. But at the end of the day, it's treating yourself like a pro and making sure that you're ready for the next day. And I feel like I've taken a lot from the vets in the room and kind of seeing what their process is to make sure that my body's ready to go the next day. So we're rolling, taking it day by day, man. So
I know you haven't played any games yet. You're going to play one this week, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But what has been the biggest adjustment from college to the pros thus far for you?
Just learning a new playbook, man, and the processing speed. Guys are a lot faster, quicker, stronger out here, and just adjusting to that has been. It's been good lately. I'm just making sure that I'm taking strides every single day and making sure I don't look like I did back in first day of OTAs.
When you say you're learning, are you learning from mostly offensive linemen? Do you also learn from guys you're lining up across from defensively? Are there some conversations there?
100%. Other than the guys in the O-line room and, my coach Isaac Williams over there that's walking by over there, he's a great coach. But I'm also learning from Nick Herbig, going against him a lot. He's telling me what I'm doing, what he sees from me, and I'm just telling him what I'm reacting to. So it's iron on iron, man. We're just making sure that we're trying to sharpen each other's swords, making sure that we're ready to go. So I really like the environment, and being around these guys is awesome. So
is it a little easier once you are allowed to actually start hitting guys as opposed to masking them or mirroring them?
100%. You know what I mean? Without pads, the guys are a little bit faster. They don't have that much weight on them. But then once things start to slow down, once you put the pads on, then you really get to play real football. So it's been good, and just making sure that we're ready for Friday.
That's your first game. So does it feel like a game week yet, or does it still feel like you're in camp sort of and just worrying about your own things?
Yeah, adjusting from college, man, we had a whole month in fall camp to get ready for our first game. And this is only, the second week, and we're already getting ready for a game. So not really, doesn't feel like a game week, but I know, the anxiousness and all that stuff will start to ramp up coming here soon. So I'm just, trying to take it day by day and focus on what I have tomorrow rather than looking forward to Friday. So,
Troy, thanks very much. Appreciate the time.
Yes, sir.
Missi, back to you.
All right, our thanks to Rob and Troy. And I agree with the take it day by day, but as a rookie, he has to be excited to finally get in that stadium and in the uniform.
Believe you me, he's excited. And I know you could sit there and say, well, is he excited because his baby was up here today? Got family up here today. But I think he's excited about the fact that the game is coming and it's time to show what he's capable of doing. And then the fact that he's had a very good camp up till now, he continues to put his best foot forward, doing a good job. Now we'll just see what it looks like when the lights are on and the bullets are flying for real.
When Broderick moves over to left, what are you seeing at Troy at right tackle?
Well, one of the things I think that Troy's got to work at a little bit is he's got to time his punch a little bit better. It's funny how you feel on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. You might not have the same timing feel about punching. The other thing is that I think on the right-hand side, sometimes he'll gravitate in bucket step, creating when he gets his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. Not the line of scrimmage, the sidelines. You get turned a little too much. Sometimes a little too fast. He's used to the left-hand side, so you have a slightly different feeling. He's working on it. He's going to be just fine. He's such a good athlete. I still maintain, as I go, you know what, first time I saw him, put him at guard, baby, because he can really move. Love the way he's able to get the athleticism that he displays each and every time. So he's a guy that I know is going to have, I would believe, God willing, an outstanding career.
All right, I'm shrinking your list because there's 3 offensive linemen and Roman Wilson dealing with the injury. But what other rookie do you want to see on Friday?
Well, obviously, Zach Frazier and Mason McCormick, the juggernaut is – you just love that guy and love Zach Frazier and what he's going to bring to bear. I think Peyton Wilson's just another guy that is just exciting to see what he's capable of doing when, it's like everybody on and go, baby, just chase that ball. And I'm looking forward to seeing Beanie Bishop in real live go. But the one guy that I really want to see live, I'm hoping is Corey Trice. Corey Trice, we have not seen, hadn't had the opportunity to get out and get after it in a stadium-type setting. And I think for the young man, this could be great. He's got that avatar corner build, as Mike Tomlin likes to call him. He's big, long, lengthy. And just watching him, you like go, I hope he has an opportunity to be able to participate and show what he can do, because he's that one guy that it's kind of a mystery. You don't know what you got yet.
Right. You want the comeback to be a good one. And also, it was the first day in pads here last year at St. Vincent where he got injured. So this whole process this week, getting into a game setting, is new for him too.
Exactly so. And how guys react to it. I mean, the build up to it. I remember going in my first NFL locker room, Meadowlands, Giant Stadium, and going, you come from college and it's like a morgue. Everybody's quiet and, nobody's talking like that. And you come in and you got Bradshaw chewing Red Man playing cards, and you got all Swan and Stallworth around. I mean, it was just crazy. And I'm like going, this is what it's like. I didn't know that, but it was very much high voltage, high energy, good stuff. And it was just a whole different, to me, it just opened up a whole new world. This is what the pro life is like.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your time, and thanks everybody for watching at home. The Steelers practice again tomorrow at 10:30. You can join Mike and Max for training camp live then. Have a great night, everybody.